Incredible ostrich facts. Scientific name for ostrich. The genus of ostriches is known by the scientific name Struthio. This comes from the Greek word used to describe both the ostrich and the sparrow. Taxonomists recognized only one extant species of ostrich until the 21st century, Struthio camelis, also known as the common ostrich. Camelis, as you might expect, is Greek for camel, perhaps named for its ability to go long periods without water. The Somali ostrich, the Maasai ostrich, the South African ostrich, and the North African ostrich were all considered to be subspecies of the common ostrich. But then taxonomists decided there were enough differences between the common ostrich and Somali ostrich, also known as the blue-necked ostrich, to warrant moving the latter to a separate species by the scientific name of Struthio molybdophanes. The ostrich is an example of a ratite, a distantly related group of large flightless birds, including the kiwi, the emu, and the rhea. It was once assumed that the ratites belonged to a single order. However, genetic analysis suggests that these birds had separate evolutionary lineages, so they were placed in different orders entirely. The ostrich is now the only currently living member of its family and order. Ostrich appearance. The ostrich is easily distinguishable from all other birds by its sheer size. Luxuriating in its soft black and white plumage, the male ostrich stands up to 9 feet high and weighs up to 287 pounds. The female, which measures up to 6 feet and 242 pounds respectively, is quite a bit smaller. She and her younger chicks exhibit more gray-brown feathers around the main body. Regardless of sex, the long and sinewy neck, head, and legs of the ostrich are almost completely bald except for a small layer of down. The skin is either pink or gray, but the exact colors and patterns may vary by the subspecies. Given the ostrich's large size, it's no surprise that the wings are completely incapable of flight. The evidence suggests that the wings, along with the tail, help the bird maintain balance and court females. The incredibly soft feathers, which lack the waterproof quality of many other birds, hang rather loose off the body. Ostrich behavior. The ostrich is a social species that congregate in flocks of 5 to 50 birds in the breeding season and smaller groups of 2 to 5 members throughout the rest of the year. These flocks are often seen in the company of other grazing animals like antelopes and zebras. This tolerance for other species doesn't necessarily extend to different flocks, however, since these birds will guard their territory fiercely from outside intruders. Unlike the rich sounds of many other birds, the ostrich is only capable of making a loud roar and a sharp hiss, often used by males to intimidate each other. Ostrich habitat. These birds inhabit the savannas, woodlands, and deserts of Africa. It is endemic to a large strip of land between Western Africa and the Horn of Africa, as well as Southern Africa. The savanna sometimes provides brush for the ostrich to hide in. But whenever the brush is sparse, the bird mostly relies on its speed and cleverness to evade predators. Ostrich reproduction, babies, and lifespan. The breeding season lasts between March and September of each year. The male puts on an elaborate dance in which he appears to bow down to the ground and shake his feathers, first one wing and then the other, while his tail bobs up and down. The dance is intended as an exhibition of the male's strength and health for the female to judge. The most territorial male will mate with flocks of 3 to 5 hens at a time, but it only forms a pair bond with the most dominant hen. Other males will have the opportunity to mate with the remaining females as well. Together all of the fertilized females will dump their eggs into a communal nest, consisting of just a simple hole dug in the ground. The dominant hen places her eggs at the center, giving them the best chance at survival, but all of the eggs have a better chance to survive than if they were incubated in a separate nest. Each female bird can produce 7 to 10 eggs at a time, but the communal nest can hold up to 60 eggs altogether. Weighing more than 3 pounds, These eggs are the largest of any species on the planet. They are nearly as large as dinosaur eggs. Males and females take turns guarding the nest. The females of the group watch over it during the day, while the males take over at night. After an incubation period of 42 to 46 days, the chicks will emerge from the eggs with a stiff down, measuring about the same size as a chicken. After they leave the nest, the parents will take the chicks under the wing to protect them from the harsh sunlight or rain. When threatened, the male will attempt to distract the predator with a display of loud noises and an outstretched neck while the females and chicks attempt to find cover. The baby bird grows quickly, and at about 6 months of age, they are almost the same size as the adults. They will reach sexual maturity after 3 to 4 years, which is relatively long compared to most birds. The regular lifespan of these birds is some 30 to 40 years in the wild and about 50 years in captivity.